As we all know, this is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and that is absolutely huge, right? Well, the Pokemon company themselves did announce that we will be getting news all year round. They have always been planning on making the 30th anniversary a year-round celebration rather than just, 1 or 2 games. So in this video, let's break down what we could possibly see for the rest of this year. We have been covering all the leaks and the rumors and everything going on recently, and of course we have had many huge things already drop. Pokopia, Pokemon Champions just got that official release date a couple days ago. We had Fire Red Leaf Green, we had XD Gale of Darkness, other updates for other games. The Pokemon TCG side of things is going crazy. We just covered a leak the other day about potentially what they're thinking about with the anime. Like maybe they're actually going to show off some of the brand new Pokemon for the Generation 10 Pokedex in the next arc of the anime. And there also may be some sort of Pokopia kind of contribution in there somehow one way, which I did make a whole video breaking that down. So if you want to check it out, it is on the channel. But essentially, this is still going to be a huge year. Winds and Waves obviously has a release date of 2027. So we actually do have some time before Gen 10 does come out, but before that, guys, we could still get more. So first thing I want to start with this. There is still that potential that we could actually be getting more classic games. And once again, I did just make a video about this, so I'm not going to talk about this the whole video. I promise there's way more to talk about than just this, but I wanted to bring this up as a possibility because, well, it is 30th anniversary and it could happen. So essentially in the Fire Red Leaf Green coding, there is a connection with the Gen 3 games being Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So it is very possible near the end of this year, we could be getting more classic games. I would really hope for Gen 2 and then Gen 3 because that just would make sense, but there is a possibility it's just the Gen 3 games that are going to come out on the Switch and the Switch 2. And I would assume it would be the same way, just $20 on the eShop so you could download it. I hope it wouldn't be behind the, Switch online service, but anyways. So that is always a possibility because as of right now, we don't really have many things coming out from Nintendo at the end of this year that we know about just yet. What we also do know is we will be getting another Pokemon Presents. Now this next Pokemon Presents is most likely probably going to be around the summertime of this year. So give it a couple of months, June, July, August. And of course, with that Pokemon Presents, they will be giving us more announcements. We will be getting a second Generation 10 trailer. I'm assuming trailers for other things, but think about it. We already have champions, Pokopia, Fire Red Leaf Green are going to be out. So with this Pokemon Presents, what are they going to do? The only thing that I could think of right now, just a Winds and Waves trailer, and then maybe they will announce another classic game or something else to come over. Maybe it could be a spin-off game. Who knows? Maybe Mystery Dungeon games could be ported over or some sort of Pokemon Rumble game. Maybe there's going to be another new spin-off. We also know that there is a Project Karasu out there. That is a mainline real Pokemon game. And mainline, I mean like a new generation or a Legends game. So maybe they could do something with that. But if I had to guess, I would assume Karasu would actually come out after Winds and Waves. It doesn't seem like it's going to be something that's released this year. And obviously they do have the anime stuff to talk about, so that definitely is going to be a big thing for this year and at the end of the year. And just, the Pokemon Presents, I'm sure is going to kind of talk about that. I wonder if Ash is ever going to return. I know people want it. Will it ever happen? I kind of don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but I can definitely see that happening eventually. There may even be a movie as well. We have had small rumors about the movies. I don't really cover all the movie stuff all that much on the channel, but I'm just going to bring it up now. We could be seeing something with that. They are just definitely not going to let 30 years pass without doing something big for the anime. So that's why I'm saying maybe Ash Ketchum could return for a special episode or something like that. Maybe another, Detective Pikachu movie or some sort of Netflix series expansion. They could definitely do something like that. With that next Pokemon Presents as well, I would really love to see just an announcement of what they're planning. I don't necessarily expect to even see a trailer, real big footage or whatever it may be for one of the next games, but I would just love to hear them say, we are working on the next Legends game, guys. Just give us time before we show it off, but we are working on it. Or maybe even, hey, we are working on a brand new spinoff because, maybe Project Karasu is actually a brand new kind of Legends-esque game, but it's not going to be called Legends. Maybe it's going to be called Pokemon Paradox Johto or something. I would also love to see them announce a Switch 2 Special Edition console. That is something I've been wanting specifically for Pokemon. I hope they do that for Generation 10. We have had a special edition console for Gen 8 and for Generation 9, so I think with Gen 10, this has got to be the first Switch to a special edition console, right? Now, this is something I don't necessarily know if they would announce this year. Obviously, I don't think it would come out this year, but we're talking about Nintendo, so I would not even be that shocked if they dropped the Gen 10 Switch 2 a year before the game came out. And we also have all the real world stuff going on, like the theme parks. I think that they're also doing something at Universal Studios, if I'm not mistaken. New attractions. I really want to go to the Kanto Park out in Japan one day, guys. One day I will go there, and I would love to vlog it for you guys. So make sure to subscribe to see that probably within the next 10 years or so. Hopefully, I mean, I don't really know. Pokemon Champions is actually on the Switch and the Switch 2, right? However, the mobile version currently is still on the way, so maybe that's going to come out a little bit later. I don't exactly know why it's not coming out on mobile just yet, but it seems like they are still working on it, because it was always announced from the very beginning that it's going to be a mobile game and a Switch 2 game, right? I feel like they're also going to do some more events with their current games, like Fire Red Leaf Green. Like maybe we're going to get some sort of event. If they do, release a Gen 3 game, they could totally do an event that kind of crosses over Fire Red Leaf Green and the Gen 3 games. With Pokopia, we do have that current event with like Skiploom and Hoppip and stuff, so they could probably do more stuff like that where they introduce more new Pokemon. And rumor has it, some of the leaks may be suggesting that some Gen 10 Pokemon could actually make their way into Pokopia before Generation 10 comes out. Now, they have done that before in the past with Pokemon in video games, where like they come out in a different game before the game that they're supposed to come out in. There's a high chance we're going to see some of these new Gen 10 Pokemon in the anime and in Pokopia, which would be absolutely awesome. And of course, all the mobile apps and all those other things are still going to get updates. The TCG Pocket app will get some new card sets. The real TCG is also going to get card sets throughout the entire year, which, let me know, do you guys collect Pokemon cards? Because I love them. I can never find them though, but I love them. I'd love to find more and, open them more often and have a TCG channel. That would be awesome. But maybe one day, maybe one day. It is just crazy that we have had an absurd amount of releases and announcements already. Like this year alone has been wild for Pokemon as a whole. We've had so many games drop, whether or not it's just a re-release such as, Gale of Darkness or Fire Red Leaf Green, or just new games. It's crazy. So like I said, I don't think they're slowing down anytime soon. This is probably just the beginning of the future of Pokemon. It seems like they are locked in. They're really focused and dedicated to making the franchise better as a whole, especially the video games. Like, I genuinely think that they are going to go crazy with the video games. So I put my seatbelt on. I'm waiting for the rest of these announcements. I definitely do think, guys, we are going to be in for a surprise. I think they may be having a one more thing moment where they are just waiting for a spicy release. They're going to drop something huge later this year. I just don't see why not. They have everything lined up perfectly for them. Obviously, I could hope to see like a Unova game or like a Johto game. Like something like that would be awesome to see on the Switch 2 or the Switch. A remake, a remaster, a port, or even like a new game, Legends Kyurem, Legends Johto, anything like that would just make my day. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm sure there are many things that I didn't even mention in this video that they could even drop during this next many months of this year that we have left. So please let me know your thoughts. Maybe I can even make a part 2 if there's even more to talk about. But anyways, please make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. If you are really watching this far in the video, comment down below your favorite water type of all time. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, guys. Peace.